Hello and welcome back to Mini Resin Chef, where we are a community of adult collectors and creators of miniatures. I'm your host, Resin Bell, and today is all about caramel. Today is National Caramel Day, and we're going to be doing 3 completely new remixes of Miniverse items. So stay tuned for that, hit that like button and that subscribe button, and let's get cooking with resin. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do today is I have some caramel from the caramel apples from Halloween, and it's pretty thick resin. It's meant to coat the apples so that it doesn't run off, and it's a little too thick for what I want to do today. And then I have this apple pie filling, which is very thin and runny, and it kind of looks like honey. So I'm going to mix those two together a little bit. This is my leftovers, so that they'll end up making something that I can use for all 3 dishes today. Okay, so that's pretty much the consistency that I wanted, a little bit more soft and juicy, and it still looks like caramel, so that worked out pretty well. Okay, for our first remix, we're going to be making some caramel chocolates from the mold from the Valentine series. A little bit. I'm going to whack that a few times and try to get that down in there a little bit better. Okay, I've got those in there and kind of leveled out a little bit, so I'm going to cure those and then we'll put some chocolate in. All right, now that those are cured, we're just going to add our chocolate on top. All right, we're going to cure that. All right, let's pop these out. Cuteness. Okay, there's our little caramel chocolates. Super cute. That one has a hole, but you can fix that by putting a little drop of resin in there and then curing it. Super easy to fix holes in resin. Another tiny little hole. That's what happens when your resin is super thick. It's hard to get it down in those tiny little details, but I'm not mad at that. That's really cute. All right, let's move on to the next one. Okay, for our second one, we're gonna make a great big sundae. Okay, I switched gears. I decided to go with a smaller bowl and then kind of pile in ice cream just all around it. I think that looks pretty cool, and we'll start adding, I don't know, everything. I'm gonna cure that. And our caramels in here, caramel ice cream. Looks pretty good. We'll do the same thing with that. Okay, I got don't want that one cured, and we're just gonna set this up right here. Yep, like that. Okay, so for our third and final one, let's make some little caramel apples, but like sliced ones that you would dip. Add our apples down there. Let's add some of this to a little bowl. Let's figure out how we want to position these. Okay, so I've got these on here. I just put a little bit of clear resin down on the dish, very, very thin coat, and laid them out and cured them so they wouldn't move around. Now we'll just add a little bit . All right, I think that's ready to cure. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a frozen moment mini, and just kind of to show other people like kind of how it's done, or how one way that you can do it. So I just have a little piece of plastic packaging, and I've kind of bent the end here, and I've bent the top here, just kind of in a little zigzaggy thing. You can change that however you want your design to go. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on the bottom and a little bit on the top. And I'm going to put it in there, and I'm going to cure it. You only have to hold it for a second, and the UV resin is cured enough you can let go usually. But it changes for different ones. So we're just gonna cure that really good. Okay, and then I'm going to add a little bit more kind of to the sides and the edges of that plastic so it's not quite so obvious. Just a little bit like so. And now we're going to place an apple there. And you could do this with like a spoon, or whatever you want to do. So I'm going to place a nicely shaped apple there. And I'm going to cure that. And now add a little bit more of the caramel. And you want to kind of connect it to that part that you've already gotten. And there you go, a frozen moment mini. Very cool. All right, that was fun. All right, let's take a look at all of the recipes together. Okay guys, so that's it for National Caramel Day. Check out these miniatures. We've got some caramel apples with nuts and chocolate chips. I think that turned out super cute. Then we have our adorable little caramel and chocolate candies that we created. And then we have this massive caramel chocolate sundae. I love how this turned out. It just makes me really want to jump in there and eat it all up. How cute is that? All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time.